I'd like to recognize our hosts, friends of the IDF, FIDF Western Region Executive Director Jenna Griffin, and Temple of the Arts founding Rabbi David Barron. Ladies and gentlemen, today we honor and remember our fallen soldiers and victims of terror. May their memory be blessed. Bereaved families, mothers and fathers, sons and daughters, sisters and brothers, distinguished guests and community members. In Israel and for the Jewish people, the pain and mourning of fallen soldiers and the victims of terror is not limited to private suffering, but extends to national and collective grief. Today we join with all the bereaved families, those who have suffered the most painful loss of all, and for whom every day is a Yom Hazikaron. 23,544 soldiers and security forces have fallen in Israel's wars and in the line of duty, and 3,117 through murderous acts of terror.
So tonight, we as an American Jewish community, and many Israeli Americans as well, come here to observe Yom Hazikaron. And some people would ask, why observe an Israel Memorial Day in the United States? It's because sacrifice is something that we understand, especially families who have men and women who served in the armed forces of this country and make the ultimate sacrifice. That sacrifice is made on a daily basis. We get that. And of course, when we pause to remember both the soldiers of the IDF and the soldiers of our great nation and the sacrifices that they make. They do so on a daily basis.
Your presence here this evening sends a clear and simple message that we, the Los Angeles community, stand together with Israel and are united in remembrance of its fallen soldiers and victims of terror. For countless generations, the men and women of Israel have fought for survival against impossible odds. And while throughout our history, nations have always been made to defend their moral, political, economic, or social actions, Israel has been singled out and made to defend its very right to exist, unique among nations. And this year, like so many others, has proven to be incredibly difficult for the state of Israel. Terrorists are looking to threaten its security by targeting random civilians just because they are Jewish. Just because they are Jewish. But despite consistent attempts to bring us down, we, the Jewish people, continue to thrive and prosper, just as we have done throughout our entire history. Thanks to our angels serving in the IDF.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for a moment of silence as we hear the siren that honors Israel's fallen soldiers and victims of terror. Thank you.
We are all truly honored to be here this evening. Please join us for this beautiful song of hope, Lu Yehi.
What a great honor to have you here. And one of my favorite stories that you told, Mitchell, was that when you went to serve in the fledgling, soon-to-be created Israeli Air Force, you had to lie to your mother.
I certainly did. My mother didn't know I was leaving, and I made up a good story because I felt it was my duty to fly for Israel. And there's a lot to tell, and I'm sorry that I'm not a big speaker. Anyway, I was at school and ready to graduate. Two women that I knew came to confront me and said, "You've got to come help, because you are a fighter pilot, and you can help us." Well, I wasn't too happy about that, because you enter that, you're liable to get killed. Who knows what will happen? But they said Israel's depends on you. That kind of shook me up. And I thought, well, I am a fighter, and I got to help Israel. So I joined Israel to fight the enemy. And my mother didn't want me to go. So I had to tell her a lie. And I told her a lie that I was going somewhere else. And she says, "Oh, I'm happy to hear that."
Well, let me tell you, I'm sure your mother forgave you, and God forgives you, and thank God for you. You're a legend. You're a hero. You're a true guardian.
May the memories of the fallen be forever blessed as we light these 18 memorial candles in their honor. I ask that you please hold your applause until all of the candle lighters have been introduced. We are honored to have with us this evening the Honorable Lily Bossy, Mayor of Beverly Hills, who will light the first candle for victims of terror around the world, all victims of terror. FIDF's beloved and incomparable Mary Nash. Leo David, remember these words, Chairman Emeritus of FIDF's Western Region. And I say that because Emeritus is a title reserved for the founder of an organization or one who has made a significant difference. And Leo certainly has done both. Paul Guerin, Chairman of the FIDF Western Region, an amazing gentleman, and his amazing wife, Vera, the daughter of Holocaust survivors, Lily and Nathan Chappelle. Ari Ryan, a terrific young man, FIDF board member, chairman of our Young Leadership Group, and board member of Temple of the Arts. And the wise Rabbi David Barron, founding rabbi of the Temple of the Arts. James Blatt, president of Temple of the Arts. Andrew Kushner, executive vice president and chief development officer of the Jewish Federation of Greater Los Angeles. Susan Azizadeh and Shala Javdan, Iranian American Jewish Federation and Iranian Jewish Women's Organization. Rabbi Meir May, executive director, Simon Wiesenthal Center and Museums of Tolerance. Rabbi Penny Dunner, senior rabbi at Beverly Hills Synagogue. Rabbi Baruch Sefran, head of Harkham Hillel Hebrew Academy. Rabbi Aharon Wilk, head of school Gindi Maimonides Academy. Roz Rothstein, founder and CEO of Stand With Us. Phil Blazer, creator of JLTV and numerous publications in support of the Jewish people. Erez Goldman, regional director of the Israeli American Council. Larry Platt, co-founder of Families of Lone Soldiers, and Rebecca Cohn, mother of 2 current lone soldiers at service in Israel. And Mayan, a soldier in the Israel Defense Forces who is with us tonight. Thank you to all our honored community leaders for lighting a candle in memory of the fallen.
I'd like to thank tonight the entire staff and board of directors of the FIDF Western Region and here at our Temple of the Arts. And I'd like to thank the Israel American Council for providing our printed programs tonight. I'd like to acknowledge Liel Colette and our cantors, Alicia Pierce, Nati Baram, Phil Barron, and cantor Arik Walheim for their magnificent participation tonight. Wasn't it beautiful? Special thank you to our incredibly talented composer and music director, Sharon Farber, as well as Philip, Maxine, And the Los Angeles Jewish Children's Choir, led by Dr. Michelle Green-Wilner. And the Rinat Shlomo Choir of Beverly Hills Synagogue, led by Dr. Mark Kligman. Let's give them a nice round of applause. We thank you for being here tonight and standing in solidarity with Israel, and look forward to celebrating Yom HaAtzmaut together with the Jewish people worldwide. Have a safe drive home. Thank you, Laila Tov, and good night. Thank you, everyone.